This is the Hypervisor, here to review Gundam Build Divers. I don't like long intros, so let's get things started. The show starts with our protagonist. Where'd he go? I can't see him in this crowd of people. We'll get back to him later. The point is, we need someone to have the Gundam is awesome moment. This is where, usually the protagonist, marvels at how amazing it is because you can do all this cool customization and recreate scenes, and hey, you kids at home, you could buy these model kits yourself. Hint, hint. They did the same thing in Gunpla Builders, Gundam Build Fighters, and the whole idea here is Gundam is a franchise, so rather than having actual giant robots, you have some sort of MacGuffin technology that lets you do these mobile suit battles with the toys. Also, Gundam is awesome! The opening sequence is pretty nice, showing off the different characters and their Gunpla. Unfortunately, that means it's kinda heavy on the spoilers, so I'm not gonna show that.
Mikami Riku, 14 歳. 俺、明日ついに空を飛びます.
Stop staring at the sun! Yeah, this is our protagonist, Riku. His friend is Yuki, the one with the glasses. And then we have this red-haired girl, Momo, and they're kind of the main three of the show. Now, as for why they're playing soccer, well, one, it's a nice diversion from the giant robots, plastic model kits. And we want to show that Riku's got these fast reflexes, and he's really good at soccer. After this, Momo wants Riku to join the soccer team, and she can be very persuasive. This exchange is a nice little funny bit of slice-of-life comedy, but then you realize that the two guys are just kind of running away from Momo, and again, it's supposed to be kind of playful, but it comes off as, kind of rude. This isn't like a sponsored ad or anything. The show literally uses a commercial for the in-universe video game as a transition from the soccer field to this Gunpla shop. Nice G-Gundam reference, by the way. I forgot what the game is called. But in all seriousness, this kind of thing, the giant Gundam store, this is something they actually have in Japan. They have these big stores devoted to selling Gundam merchandise, as well as 2 life-size Gundam statues. They did one of the original RX-78, and then they did one of the unicorn that actually transforms. Have you ever wondered why websites geared towards children always say, ask parents permission in their commercials? It's because of things like this. There's laws against what you can market towards children, collecting personal data from children. Now, this is in America, but Japan probably has something similar. That's why Riku had to wait till he was 14 in order to play this game. It probably has some sort of personal information login requirement, and now he's old enough because of that's how the laws work.
1日2時間までって約束で、ちゃんと宿題もやらなきゃいけないけど。それ大事。
I'll do a video on that 2-hour time limit / homework thing if it becomes a relevant plot point later on in the show. In the meantime, Riku's still looking for his new Gunpla, and because he's the chosen one, the TVs start malfunctioning, no one seems to notice it, and we get this magic light, which I don't know if that's supposed to be just an artistic representation or if Riku's actually going to walk towards the light. It's almost like he's hypnotized or something. Wait, that's the secret to Gundam's success! Hypnosis! After this, we get a little 30-second montage of them putting the thing together, and I want to be very clear, I'm not very good at building Gunpla, okay? I'm probably worse at building Gunpla than I am at making videos. I should probably also introduce Nanami. She works at the Gunpla shop, despite the fact that she's not particularly knowledgeable of the Gundam franchise. Oh well, she brought free food, so I guess it's okay. After a bit more character interaction, Riku heads home to customize his new Gunpla.
力を貸してくれみんな。俺たち全員で最高の最強を目指すんだ。
We then transition to the next morning where Riku has apparently cannibalized all those Gunpla he cared about. Yeah, he cares about him enough to talk to him, and yet he pulled off the hand from the gun tank, he cut off the wing from the Sky Grasper, and all to give the 00 some little bits of extra armor. Way to go, Sid. Come to think of it, why didn't you already have this prepared in advance? If the whole point was to make your debut as soon as possible, you should have at least had this planned out. Instead, you were up late last night working on your project, and you're still kind of late to the party. So what is your excuse for this very unprofessional lack of punctuality?
It's my first day.
Alright, it's time to get serious. Let's play Gunpla Art Online. I mean, Gunpla Battle Nexus Online. It's a completely different franchise. First, put on the Nerve Gear. I mean, this is not a Nerve Gear. Completely different franchise. Not a Nerve Gear. Next, you scan your Gunpla. The machine is going to figure out the build quality, and that's going to determine how powerful it is in the game. Next, you carefully read the End User License Agreement. Yeah, nobody reads those.
Login data confirmed. Are you ready?
Heck yeah, I'm ready. Let's dive on in! Japan doesn't have the same cultural stigma about nudity, so this is probably an artistic representation of the mind. Also, it's animated in such a way that we don't see Riku's naughty bits. Oh good, Kirito put some clothes on. And Yuki's dressed like something from Dot Hack Sign. A bunch of other people are dressed as Gundam characters. I guess those are custom things you unlock. Whatever, I'm not the fashion police. You kids have fun talking to strangers on the internet.
Yo, 坊ちゃんたち。何かお探しかな?
This is your standard unscrupulous merchant, and thankfully a grown-up shows up to kind of scare him away.
お姉さんはマギ。
All I'm gonna say about this character is they're a high-ranking player who helps out new players kind of learn the game. After a quick stop off at the mobile suit hangar to show that, yeah, those toys you built are real robots in the video game. Gundam is awesome! We're off to our first beginner mission. The first mission consists of, okay, you kids take your robots over here, fight these robots over there. Now I can think of some other ideas for a first mission that would have drawn from the mythos of the Gundam franchise, some ideas for beginner missions, but this is just fight these 3 Leos that are just different enough that, hey, we can sell a new model kit. As for the actual battle, the 00 Diver seems to function very much like a stock 00, and the GM3 has these cool beam cannons, as well as some rocket pods. I also like it when the show has realistic ammo mechanics as opposed to just shoot however much you want because infinite ammo. After this, they get a distress call, so they head over to investigate, and we learn that when you get out of your mobile suit, it just kind of vanishes. They wasted so much story potential regarding what happens when you leave your mobile suit unattended, can someone steal it, to just have it vanish. Also, this is where they meet Sarah. After this, we cut back to the base of the mountain. Sarah wakes up, and she's got amnesia.
とりあえずゲストモードでコックピットに保護してあげて。
Wait, how did they get Sarah off the mountain if we're just learning about this guest mode mechanic?
That's a very good question.
No time for that now. We've got another distress call from someone with a stomach ache in a video game.
That just raises further questions.
Yeah, how stupid do you think they are? Look at Yuki's expression. He's just like, no one's that stupid. Riku is not going to be stupid enough to actually fall for...
本当に困ってるみたいじゃん。
Never mind. This guy was actually stalking Riku from the hub world, and his master plan was trick them into turning off the mission so that he can do the sneak attack. This plan actually works, managing to destroy the 00's last weapon and severely crippling the GM3. Be nice if the 00 Diver had an extra one of those sword guns, wouldn't it? Riku starts to have doubts, but then Sarah gives him a little pep talk, and he comes up with a plan. Hey Yuki, can I borrow a beam saber? Yeah, here you go. Thanks, buddy. And then Riku's quick reflexes save the day. You see, kids? You can be bitter about losing a multiplayer match without resorting to the salty language. After this, they all head back to the hub world. Well, except for Sarah, she kind of wandered off. She's a very mysterious character. Now, there is some concern that the two of them might hate this whole experience. They won. I don't know why they would hate GBN because they won their first match. And then they come back to the real world where we want to know, okay, what did you think? I'll tell you what I think.
最高に面白かったよ。
Gundam is awesome! And with that, we end the first episode of Gundam Build Divers. Now, I'm obviously not going to try to review the whole show based on one episode. I mean, that's illegal. But I will say that it's available on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description if you want to watch it there. And yes, I'm going to be reviewing the second episode when it comes out. It already came out. Wow, I'm behind schedule. I gotta get going. This is the Hypervisor, signing off.
ガンプラバトルネクサスオンライン